Hi guys, Marcus here and welcome to Chinese Entertainment Update, April 13th, 2023. I release episodes every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday between 7 and 10 p.m. Pacific Time. This is episode 672, and the rundown with timestamps is in the description box below. Now, because I use Chinese names quite a bit on my show, if you want the English spelling of them, you can turn on subtitles. I create them myself. In today's episode, Dilraba and Jing Shijia begin filming Sword Rose. Luo and Bai Lu talk about crying on screen and discuss other experiences on their second collaboration. Esther Yu defends her team as she responds to her fans' 4 major demands. And Michelle Yeoh lets her late father know she's brought home an Oscar. But first, here's what's recently premiered, just one drama for today and yesterday. Cute Bad Guy is a modern drama starring Zhang Yijie and Wang Luqing. It premiered yesterday, April 12th. It follows a comic illustrator who gets the surprise of her life when the ultimate villain in her comic supernaturally appears in her world. Cute Bad Guy is slated for 23 episodes and is available on iQIYI with English subs. Sounds an awful lot like Mr. Bad with Chen Zhiyuan and Shen Yue. Anyway, that's it for recently premiered dramas. Moving on, I have a few interesting bootings to update on. Beginning with Sword Rose, a crime investigative drama which yesterday announced its lead cast of Dilraba and Jing Shijia and shared pictures from their booting ceremony. So I spoke about this in February when Sword Rose was just a rumor. By the way, Sword Rose is not the official English title, it's just a literal translation of the Chinese title, which is Li Jian Mei Gui. At the time, rumor was that they would begin filming on March 20th, but it has in fact started filming just a couple of days ago. In any case, the rumor has materialized, albeit a little later. According to reports, this makes it almost 10 months since Dilraba's filmed the drama. She wrapped filming Prosecution Elite in June last year. Her last drama to air was 2022's The Blue Whisper. Jing Shijia, on the other hand, was in 3 dramas last year. You guys might remember him from the crime drama Under the Skin, in which he starred with Tan Jianchi. In Sword Rose, Dilraba plays a policewoman who's on a mission to crack down on child and women trafficking. At the same time, she discovers the truth behind her boyfriend's murder. Another drama that's officially announced its booting is Strange Tales of Tang Dynasty Season 2. Subtitled To the West, the sequel took to Weibo yesterday to share pictures of their cast and crew on opening day. Here are the 2 main leads, Yang Xuwen and Yang Zhigang. In Season 1, Yang Xuwen was a general of the Jingwu Guards. Yang Zhigang was a disciple of Di Renjie, and together they investigated cases of missing brides in Chang'an. The 2 reprise their roles in the sequel and investigate more mysterious cases of the Tang Dynasty. Strange Tales of Tang Dynasty Season 1 had a pretty decent following and was top 10 on viewing and popularity charts for several weeks. And the last drama I want to mention in this booting segment is Harbin 1944. Although the Republican-era drama hasn't officially announced its booting, Sena Entertainment reported on it yesterday. Here's lead actress Yang Mi with wavy hair and a black leather jacket at the booting ceremony. Here's another of her in uniform and boots, offering some incense for luck. Standing next to her is Qing Hao, the male lead of the drama. Rumor has it that in the drama, Yang Mi will play a Secret Service agent, and Qing Hao will play both characters of a pair of twin brothers. As the title implies, the drama is set in 1944 Harbin, which is the capital of Heilongjiang, China's northernmost province. Yang Mi last starred in 2022's She and Her Perfect Husband, whereas Qing Hao last starred in 2022's Game of Wisdom. I thought he was very impressive in 2020's The Bad Kids. More updates on the 3 aforementioned dramas as they provide them. Next up, Douban opening ratings. I have a few for you guys. Miles to Go, the retro drama starring Chen Xiao and Li Qing, opened with an average score of 6.9 from around 26,000 ratings. 13 Years of Dust, the crime drama starring Chen Jianbing and Chen Xiao, opened with an average score of 7.9 from around just 4,000 ratings. The drama announced the score by sharing this poster on Weibo. And Pledge of Allegiance, the costume drama starring Leon Zhang and Chen Ruoxuan, opened with an average score of 7.2 from around 5,600 ratings. Those of you who have been following these dramas, what do you make of the scores? Too high, too low, or just about right? And that's it for drama updates. Moving on, celebrity updates, and today we begin with Luo and Bai Lu, stars of the currently streaming Xianxia drama Till the End of the Moon. The two recently did an interview with Sina Entertainment. They spoke for about 13 minutes about their experiences and perspectives when filming Till the End of the Moon. Among the questions, they were asked how they would balance emotion and aesthetics when filming crying scenes. In other words, how they would cry convincingly but not ugly cry. 28-year-old Bai Lu said there is no guarantee and added that the most important thing was the drama. Sometimes when you're in character and you're emotional, it may not look very pretty, but your emotions can move the audience, she explained. 34-year-old Leo pointed out that crying while still trying to look good is not the way crying scenes should be done. They should resemble how it's done in real life, just cry how one would normally do, Leo added. This is the second time Luo and Bai Lu have headlined a drama. They previously starred in 2020's Love is Sweet, which was also very well received. When asked about how different it was working on Till the End of the Moon than it was on Love is Sweet, Bai Lu said there were many differences. Quote, "The approach was different. The environment, the costumes, they were all different. Xianxia dramas put emotions to the test. Idol dramas are more about day-to-day dramas." End quote. Leo added that actors in Xianxia dramas need to have that extra trust and chemistry. Quote, "This is one of the advantages Lulu and I had on our second collaboration. We were able to avoid many bends in the road." End quote. Before we get to our next segment, just to say that this show wouldn't be possible without you guys tuning in, so I thank you all for your support. If you enjoy the content, do like and subscribe, and don't forget to click that notification button for more updates. If you'd like to contribute, consider giving this video a super thanks. It is the heart-shaped button with the $sign below this video. All funds support the show and keep it going. Or you can check out my Patreon page, where for $1 or more a month, you'll have access to perks like recaps, requests, and have your questions answered. Alright, next up for celebrity updates, Esther Yu responds to her fans' 4 major demands. 28-year-old Esther Yu saw a surge in popularity after starring in Love Between Fairy and Devil with Dylan Wang last year. She followed it up with A Romance of the Little Forest with Vin Zhang. Recently, some of her fans made their feelings known that her studio was not doing enough for her in terms of sharing photos, vlogs, and behind-the-scenes stuff, etc., and put forth 4 major demands on social media. They include getting her manager to step down, getting a recognized professional and serious manager, reorganizing the studio team, and replacing the publicity team and person in charge. To some, it may seem like just fans feeling entitled, but the demands were serious enough, I guess, to invoke a response from Esther herself. On April 11th, Esther took to social media to defend her team. Among other things, she said, "I know everyone's doing this for my own good, but I can make my own judgments. I just want my friends and staff around me to be happy. Those who love me should work towards a common purpose." She then addressed some of the details outlined in the demands post, explaining that there was only so much content to be shared. She added that sometimes she has to memorize lines, so she doesn't have time to create content. Sometimes she's tired, and sometimes she just doesn't feel like interacting with the camera. Finally, she said she gets on well with her staff, and if they don't do a good job, she will let them go herself. Lastly, for celebrity updates, Michelle Yeoh returns home to Malaysia and takes her Oscar to pay respects to her late father. As we're all probably aware by now, Michelle Yeoh won Best Actress at this year's Academy Awards. In doing so, the 60-year-old actress made history by becoming the first Asian to win the award and the first Malaysian to win an Academy Award in any category. Indeed, a proud moment for her and her family. A couple of days ago, she shared 2 photos on social media, revealing that she had returned to Malaysia with her Oscar. In the first, her 83-year-old mother, Janet, with a bright smile on her face, is holding the golden statue. In the second, the Oscar is held at Michelle's father's tomb at the cemetery where they had gathered to pay respects to the late Mr. Yeoh. He had passed away in 2014 at age 89. Michelle's message was, "Brought Mr. O home. Without my parents' love and trust and support, I wouldn't be here today. Love so much." On that note, it's Thursday today, so time for another segment of my predictions for this Sunday's Top 10 Champions. As you guys know, every Sunday we do the top 10 Chinese web and TV dramas of the week. In this segment, I give some of my thoughts and predictions as to who the champions will be. To recap, last week's top web drama was The Magical Women starring Qinglan and Deng Jiajia. And the top TV drama was Nothing But You starring Liu Wu and Zhou Yutong. I think this week's champions will be quite straightforward and expected. I'm backing Nothing But You to remain top TV drama, and I'm backing Till the End of the Moon starring Luo and Bai Lu to be the new web drama champion, and I think they will both break 600 points. What do you guys think? And that's been another segment of my predictions for this Sunday's Top 10 Champions. It also brings us to the end of this episode. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you Sunday. As always, stay safe, and I wish you clear blue skies, good health, and happiness. Until next time, cheers!